We are facing a global crisis. Conflicts are multiplying in a context in which geopolitical divides do not allow to effectively address them. There is a sense of impunity. Every country believes they can do whatever they want. So in this context, we absolutely need leaders to come here and to turn the tide, to come here and understand that international cooperation is vital in a moment like this, to come here and do the negotiations and the mediations that are necessary to at least create hope for peace in some of the situations we are facing. I believe that there will be a clear demonstration that the overwhelming majority of the countries in the world recognize the right of the Palestinian people to self-determination, recognize that there must be a Palestinian state and recognize it in the meeting we'll have on Monday, and at the same time send a very clear message that the carnage that is happening in Gaza has to end, that we need a ceasefire immediately, with the release of all hostages immediately too. The suffering of the Sudanese people is horrible. So I think it's time for the Security Council to be able to take, with the agreement of all the key powers, very tough measures on Sudan. As we live in a world of impunity, it is easy for countries that see the examples of big powers waging war, as in the case of the Ukraine. There is a stimulus for mid-sized countries to try to solve their ambitions or their problems through war, instead of negotiation, instead of compromise. And this is becoming a pattern that needs to be strongly opposed. But the most important message is to the countries in the world that have obligations under international law, under international refugee law, that their doors must be open, that refugees must be seen their rights respected. UNHCR, that has a fantastic role in supporting refugees all over the world, is now dramatically underfunded. So this is a tragic situation that requires a comprehensive response. This is the moment in which every member state must present its new climate plan. And it's essential that those climate plans are aligned with the objective of 1.5 degrees, which means that they bring a dramatic reduction of emissions. We absolutely need to preserve human agency in artificial intelligence, to guarantee that artificial intelligence is an enormous contribution to the Sustainable Development Goals, to more equality in the world, and to avoid at all costs that artificial intelligence deepens the divide between rich and poor in the world, and at the same time that it is used for purposes that represent a danger for our societies. I'm not optimistic nor pessimistic, I'm determined. I think this is a moment in which we need determination. Sometimes it looks there is no hope. We must build that hope, and we must be determined, never giving up, and fighting until our objectives can be achieved.